Page 20, Rock With Me. I'm going to go through the procedure I use to learn a new piece of music, and then let's see what happens. I look it over. I like to have an idea how long it is. It's about 4 lines long. I check the clef signs because they're not always going to be treble and bass. So these are treble and bass clefs. The time signature is 4/4, so I know what the counting is going to be. And I see a bunch of quarter notes and half notes and whole notes. Now, it looks like only one hand is playing at a time for the most part. So when that happens, I'll go ahead and take both hands at the same time in the lesson to shorten the video. But when I actually start learning a piece of music, I like to just take it one hand at a time first to make sure I know what each hand is doing before I try putting them together. Sometimes that's almost like starting over too. So here I'm going to take both hands at the same time. The left hand comes in first with 5th finger on C. You're down here. That puts the hand here. The right hand, when it comes in, you got 5th finger on G here. That puts, so we're in C position here. And it's 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2. Then the right hand. And then the right hand has a whole note, and while you hold it down, you do that. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4, and then you go some more. Let's go down to the 3rd line. We're here, it's F. You don't need that 2. The finger number, you don't need it. You can cross that out. You're already there. You should know second fingers on that note. It's up to you to remember which finger's on which key. So you should know that's a 2. And this next measure, that 4 in the right hand, you don't need that number either, because you're already there. Read the notes, not the finger numbers. And the last 2 measures of the 3rd line. It's the right hand is a 1, 2, 3, 4, and that's tied. See that little curved line there? You just hang on to it. You don't play it again. You just hang on to it. So you're going to hold it down for 5 counts. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, and the left hand then plays on beat 1. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. So a little difference in there. You get the same thing in the last line, in the last 2 measures. 1, 2, 3, 4. Just hold that C down. So once I have an idea what the hands are doing in the rhythm, then I go back through it carefully and slowly. I get rid of any hesitation so it's a steady beat. And in something like this, when I'm not moving around, I want to be able to play this whole thing without looking at the keyboard. I want to know where my hands are, my fingers are. I want to feel the keyboard. And once I do that, then I think about the articulation. And here they give you these curved lines here. I don't know if they're slurs or phrases because they look alike. I'm going to suggest for this piece that we go ahead and we lift up between each of these. So we're going to treat them like phrases. There's just a little bit of silence. You're cutting the last note of it just a little bit short so you can lift up. So at the beginning, I'm connecting this. But before I play this, I'm going to lift up. So it's like taking a breath. There's just a little bit of silence. The beat stays the same. 2. Same thing here. Lift up. So there's just a little bit of silence, and I suggest you do that throughout. It's like the 3rd line down. Here, each measure. Lift up. Lift up. Lift up. So I'm just lifting up a little bit. Then I think about the dynamics. F at the beginning. F is forte or loud. You have to decide what loud is. It depends on the situation. It's just loud, not super loud. Just loud, and it's all loud. Huh? You think loud is, and that's everything. Now if you can, if you're getting the control, then on the last measure of each line, play the right hand loud, and the left hand on that last measure, come down a little bit and play that sort of soft. So the first line, you're here, well, play this sort of soft, loud, sort of soft. So we hear this because that's the melody. So the last 2 measures of the first line. Then you come back up loud. And you can do that on the last measure of every line because the melody's in the right hand. And we don't want to drown it out with these. No. It should be clear to the listener where the melody is. And there it's in the right hand. And then once I have that, I'll think about the speed. The steady rock beat, whatever that is. Just whatever, I don't know. This has to be accurate. So make sure it's accurate. That's my steady rock beat right now. It might be a different speed some other time or with some more coffee or something. I don't know. Just feel it. Get in the music and feel this. If you feel it faster, play it faster. Just make sure it's accurate. That's fine, but it's got to be accurate. Now, when you can play this pretty well, then come back to the video on the Play With Me section. The beginning of the Play With Me section is in the description. I give the timestamp where you can go right to it when you need it. Let's play it together very slowly and check the notes and the rhythms. I'm not going to do any louds and softs. I'm just going to play everything about the same. All we're doing is checking to make sure you have the right note at the right time. That's all this is for. So I'll give us 4 counts. 1, 2, ready, go. 1, 2.